Hello everyone. Today let's take a walk with me around the dazzling, bustling, and never sleeping Times Square in New York City. While we stroll together, I'll tell you the story of the Great Gatsby. The story is set in New York City after World War I, a time when society was obsessed with wealth, materialism, and declining social morality. The entire story is narrated by Nick Carraway, Gatsby's neighbor, and the witness to the whole tragic series of events. The main character is J. Gatsby. He's a mysterious and wealthy millionaire, famous for his extravagant all-night parties. Gatsby fell in love with Daisy the first time he saw her, but at the time, Gatsby was penniless, so while Gatsby was away at war, Daisy, a beautiful, wealthy, but selfish woman, married Tom Buchanan. Tom, despite being rich, was not a good husband. He was not only arrogant and violent, but also incredibly unfaithful. He was married to Daisy, but had many mistresses, one of whom was Myrtle Wilson, who was also married. Gatsby was determined to do everything to win Daisy back, which drew him into a whirlwind of tragedy. The story begins when Nick Carraway, a Yale graduate, moves to Long Island, New York in the spring of 1922 to work in the stock market. He rents a small house in West Egg, the area of the New Rich. Nick discovers that Tom is having an affair with Myrtle Wilson, the wife of a garage owner in the Valley of Ashes. His wife Daisy seems to know about her husband's affair, but does nothing. One day, Nick receives an invitation to one of Gatsby's parties. There, he hears many rumors about Gatsby, from him being a German spy to a murderer. But Nick helps Gatsby and Daisy reunite. At first, the meeting is awkward, but their love is soon rekindled. Gatsby shows Daisy his lavish house and his collections, aiming to prove that he has become wealthy and is worthy of her love. One day, however, Tom discovers the relationship between Gatsby and Daisy. He forces everyone to a hotel in New York City for a confrontation. Gatsby says he loves Daisy and that she loves him, not Tom. He asks Daisy to say that she has never loved Tom, but Daisy can't. She did love Tom, at least for a short time. Gatsby also reveals that he made his money by bootlegging alcohol. Tom exposes the truth about Gatsby's past and ends the confrontation. Tom scorns Gatsby and insists that Daisy will never leave him. On the way home, a tragedy occurs. Daisy is driving Gatsby's yellow car and hits and kills Myrtle Wilson, her husband's mistress. Daisy continues driving home in a panic without stopping. Gatsby, for love of Daisy, takes the blame, saying that he was the one driving. George Wilson, Myrtle's husband, after learning his wife was killed by a yellow car, goes insane and believes the driver was his wife's lover because he saw the car nearby and Tom had told him the car belonged to Gatsby. Wilson rushes to Gatsby's mansion, shoots him dead, and then commits suicide. Gatsby's funeral is a disaster. Although he had many friends at his extravagant parties, only Nick, Gatsby's father, and a few others attend. The people who once party with him have abandoned him. Nick realizes that Gatsby was a man who believed in the American dream in a pure and relentless way, but he was destroyed by a rotten and heartless upper-class society. Nick leaves New York, disappointed and disgusted by the callousness and lack of morality of the upper class. He believes that West Egg and its residents are a symbol of decay. At the end of the novel, Nick reflects on the American dream and its failure. He compares Gatsby to the first Dutch sailors who explored Long Island Sound and saw it as a fresh green breast of the New World. Gatsby chased the green light at the end of Daisy's dock, a light that represents an unattainable dream, just as those before him pursued their dreams on the new land. That's the end of the story. Thank you for taking this walk with me. I hope to see you on our next trip. Goodbye for now.